Rico to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. With Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Luke to get us started. And off we go here in Baltimore. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. At their own 28-yard line.
Great, set.
Man in motion is Smith. First carry for Saquon Barkley. Only a gain of 1 on the game's opening play. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line. From the 29, here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Body his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what?
Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. And the Ravens are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
I'm going to go.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Now the first carry for King Henry. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take it back to the other side of midfield. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. He'll bring up 4th down.
Mike, I can tell you firsthand, when you take the field on your opponent's side of the 50, there's a lot of optimism and hope that this is going to be a touchdown scoring drive. So nice job here by the defense, holding strong and defending this short field.
Going up top and looking for Andrews. He's going to have a Ravens first down. They convert style there. Big play on 4th and long.
First down. First down and goal to go.
Here's the run. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A
loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. Great job by this defense. Nowhere near the end zone as we get to 4th and goal. Now Jackson on 4th down. That's going to be caught. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you. And let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to find Saquon second down.
No touch, set. No touch.
From his end zone, it's Hurts. And that's complete to A.J. Brown. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. What will the second quarter have in store? We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Third and 5.
No touch, set. Right anyway, no touch.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Headed left, find time. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Ravens have come up with the football.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Ravens.
Shut up.
On the handoff, it's Henry. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Garrett Henry, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Second down, Jackson. Forced to his right. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back to the 17-yard line.
By Zach Moore.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. Off the play fake. Jackson. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And he's in. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
Ravens 7. Eagles nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
On the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Great, set. No touch.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
Buchanan on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's second and a yard.
No touch, set. No touch.
Once again, it's Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
A gain of 10
And
yards.
these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
No touch, set. Trimmer. No touch.
A first down throw for Hurts. And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning.
A 10-yard loss on the
Marlon
play.
Humphrey To throw on second down is Hurts. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
Third and long for Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a ball to the punt team. It's fourth down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Great, set.
They're indeed going. It's Hurts. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle. Players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down. On play action, here's Jackson. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it. And it brings up third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Now it's Jackson. Moving to his left. He'll try to run for it. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way. You should get out of my way. should get out of my way. You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. 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 I got too many plays. I won't even play. Out of my way. Get out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way. All my friends coming with all their friends and we get active, yeah.
Just a few blocks down the street from the state capitol in Indiana, it's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts.
Spencer Schrader
With Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and this is Spencer Schrader to get things rolling. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he's going to be fouled quickly after a game of about 1. To remain cracked up to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 9. To throw is Jackson. That's going to be incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 9.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the...
And he's going to wind up going out of bounds. That's a big mistake. He needed to just fling that to the sideline instead. It'll be a huge loss.
This is one of those situations, Mike, that the offensive linemen kind of look at him like, come on, man, just throw the ball out of bounds. Don't go out of bounds behind the line. It goes down as a sack. So he's going to get a lot of side eyes when he steps back into that huddle.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for. That goes into the end zone. And it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Jones. Left side, that is caught by Warren. They get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
It's a designed run with a dive there. And he's lost the football.
On the keeper.
But this is taken in by a teammate.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shotgun now for Jones. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
11 more yards. That's another Colts 1st down.
Fake the handoff. Now Jones. Pass is caught. It's Warren.
Jones
And he'll be driven out of bounds. And that's a pickup of 8.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
Taylor up 1st down and more. And he'll take this one 10. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Spencer Trader now on for the extra point. He's got it. The Colts will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. This one taken at the 7. Whoa. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Jackson out of the pistol. Exiting the pocket right. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
Quarterback's forced out
It's
of
first
bounds.
down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in second and long.
So after one, it's the Colts out to the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. And they are facing a second and long. Here's Jackson. Flushed to his left. He'll run again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. They get 22 yards there. First down, Baltimore.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
On the give, here's Henry. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up
From the
second
43,
and 5.
here's second down and 5. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Forced out wide. He's going to run it. It's a big one for the Ravens. 47 yards.
Gain of 47 on the
And the
play.
Colts will use the first of their timeout. First down. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Play action now. Jackson. He's got it at the 3.
Jackson's
To the goal line and in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown,
Tyler
Ravens.
for the extra
Tyler
point.
Luke now for the extra point. It's up
His kick
and
is
good.
good.
And the Ravens will level things out at 7 apiece.
Tyler Luke to kick off
So
for
back to
Baltimore.
level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Ashton Doolin now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25.
The Colts take over
He's in
first
field
and
position
10.
to start this drive.
26-yard line.
On play action, it's Jones. On the run to the right. Here's a deep shot for Pierce. And he is out of bounds.
It's a gain of
Not until he's inside the 40-yard line.
First down.
From the 39, here's a first and 10.
at the 39-yard line.
Play action now. It's Jones. That one
Jones
down
pass
the field,
intended for
but
Michael
it is
Pittman.
incomplete.
Incomplete.
They'll try again here.
Second down and 10.
From the gun, it's Jones. A throw down on second down. Going to be in for
Jonathan Taylor.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
That is brought in at the 10. Touchdown, Indy. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turns it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Put the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Ravens 7.
You hit a man, I lost control like the lab. I came and told you, hop on and let the journey begin.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is
The
through
Ravens
the back
take
of the
over
end
first
zone.
and 10.
It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
That's a moment that keep doing that. I created history, you know me a lot. Each other with me, you know Fox. We call them trust and people know the trust. Took her out of value because of hot.
first down, they'll start the drive with Henry.
Derrick
They'll
Henry
get this to about the 36-yard line. Tackled there by Winnipeg.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9. At the
Here's
36-yard line.
second and 9. Now Jackson on the move. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system. And all these early sacks, yes, they kill drives. But think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm.
That one intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Bynum. And he is going to score a pick six for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Colts.
So third and long, trying to pick up a first down and keep a drive going. Instead, the worst result. It goes back the other way, Greg. Now a flip to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be caught. And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again. But this one works. So instead of one, they get two.
Spencer Schrader.
The kickoff team is out in the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
At their own 47-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. He'll take this one up close to the first down marker. The spot it where the slide begins. That's a pickup of about
Brings up
9.
second and a yard. At the Colts' 44-yard line.
Now, faking the give. Escaping to his left. Jackson, so nimble. He's got the first down and wisely gives himself up at the end.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Ravens.
He'll look to throw. Out to his right. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
He was trying to get that one to Isaiah Likely. Third down coming up.
There defensively.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third downs, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL. You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points, kind of trot off the field, hoping that next possession has a different result.
On first down, they'll start with Taylor. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They've got him. Take him down behind the
Teddy
line.
Buchanan on the tackle. Brought down back at the 43.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That'll be incomplete with a penalty flag down. It looked like someone was across early. Now Jones. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down.
taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down,
and Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it up. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Doolin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jones operating out of the pistol. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he'll get it on 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Indianapolis.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a give running left with Taylor. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
A gain of 23 more yards. That's another Colts first down.
Jones now on first down. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
More yards. That's another Colts first
Now
down.
a play fake. Jones. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
a rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
That one out wide to Abdullah. Get about 6 before he's taken down. Important one here. Want to keep this drive moving. Got to pick up 3rd and 4. On play action, it's Jones. That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is how to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
This is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Oh, he's trying to get low. Push forward. I don't think he got there. He did not. He is short. And they've turned it over on downs. They're running on first down with Henry. And he'll be brought down up around the 18-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
They get 11. And quickly pick up the first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Jackson now to throw on first down. That's caught. Derrick Henry.
Jackson.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play. Put yourself in a friendly second down, and now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On play action, here's Jackson. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to
Jackson's
Henry.
pass.
And he's going to get this close to a first down, but he's out of bounds a yard short. And that's going to make it fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
On fourth down, they snap it to Jackson. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down. Flush to his right. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Again, it's Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards.
First down.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. He's got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Raven first down.
First down. First and 10 at the
Throwing
21-yard
Jackson.
line.
Moving outside the pocket. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone.
And he will score. Game on. Mark Andrews.
Touchdown,
Baltimore.
Ravens.
2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decisions. Down 8, going for 2. That'll be caught. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. On the return, it's Doolin. And a decent return there. He'll get this just shy of the 30.
29-yard line.
On first down, Jones. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. He'll go right back to Taylor, who's got it again.
Taylor.
And he is out of bounds at the 45.
14 yards.
14 on the pickup. That's good for a Colts first down.
10 at the 45-yard line.
18 Cardinal. Shut up. Hut, hut.
Shotgun now for Jones. That one complete to Pierce. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
17 more
Rested at the
yards.
37. It's
That's
first and 10.
another Colts first down.
Jones to the air again. And this one is caught by Pierce. That keeps him ahead of schedule. It's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and
Again,
3
they'll throw
at the
with
Ravens'
Jones.
30-yard line.
He'll check this one down to Taylor. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his track, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Colts first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard
Again,
line.
it's Jones. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. Marlon Humphrey, the man there, to break that one up.
On the coverage.
Second and 10.
Come, my team. Ready, ready.
From the gun, it's Jones. That's caught by Abdullah. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there.
A gain of 15 yards.
They get 15 on that game. First down, Indianapolis.
First and 10 at the
Now it's the
11-yard
veteran,
line.
Amir Abdullah. And a nice run. Down the bottom line. It'll bring up second down.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup.
They'll try to run this one in.
And inches.
And he's going to be stuck in the backfield.
The ball carrier.
Taken down back
Brought
at
down
the
behind the
3.
line of scrimmage.
Now a timeout
Brings
here
up
by
third
Baltimore.
down.
That's going to be their second. And the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down.
Sacked. A loss of 9 brings up fourth down.
So on is Spencer Schrader in a huge spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get
Schrader
through.
to kick off for Indianapolis.
They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
Here is first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice game, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
At the 36-yard
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
One last shot now for Jackson. There he goes again. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win for the Colts. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And they're going to send their fans